In my upcoming book, Great Decisions, Perfect Timing, The Art of Visionary Decision Making, one of the tools that we teach people how to use is what I call leveraging synchronicity. Now, what is synchronicity? Well, Carl Jung, the great archetypal psychologist, defined synchronicity as a meaningful coincidence. It's when two things intersect in time in such a way that they carry meaning for us. This could be an amazing coincidence that happens, and we're likely to just dismiss it as being merely a coincidence. But some of these things are so amazing and trigger insights in us that are very helpful. And Carl Jung saw this. He saw this happening in dreams. He saw this happening in people's lives, where amazing coincidences would happen that were not related to any of their previous experience, that were not related to their family of origin, but nevertheless held deep meaning for these people, which is how he came up with what he called the synchronicity principle. Now, there's two ways that we can leverage the synchronicity principle so that we can use our little intuitive antenna in order to derive direction and meaning and insight from synchronicities that happen. The first approach, which we discuss in the book, is to pay attention. It's also known as a factor called mindfulness in the world of meditation. Paying attention to synchronicities will help us not merely dismiss them as meaningless coincidences, help us notice them more often. The more attuned we become to the reality that amazing coincidences may be happening for a reason, the more we're going to notice them, the more we're going to credit them, and the more we're going to learn from them. This is one of the tools of increasing our intuitive receptivity and leveraging synchronicity, is just simply to notice it. An argument could be made that everything is synchronistic, that everything happens for a reason. And in fact, I call that living a synchronistic lifestyle. It's where you not only notice them, you are positively expecting them to happen, and when they arrive, you're in position to take advantage of them. So this is the first way to leverage synchronicity, is to notice it more often and, in fact, expect it to happen. The second way that we can leverage the synchronicity principle is to generate synchronicities, to actually make them happen, to create a meaningful coincidence that we can then interpret in order to find the meaning. And there's a special category of tools available to us humans that facilitate this, that are called divination systems. Now, I've spent a great deal of my life studying divination systems, particularly the I Ching. And that's really what's happening when you do an I Ching reading or a tarot card reading. You're generating a synchronicity, a pattern, through the way the coins land or the way the cards turn up after you've shuffled them and picked them yourself, that has messages for you because of the way it's resonating with the set of archetypes that it's a part of. And it's quite a coincidence that those cards come up when you're focused on some major decision, or the coins land a certain way when you're focused on figuring out what's the best move to make, or whether this is the right time to make it. That's a coincidence. These divination systems are brilliant in that they help you to interpret such a coincidence, and in so doing, they're a very powerful way to leverage the synchronicity principle.